Hello, my dear students. This is Amar Roy in front of you with a new topic in mathematics, that is multiplication and division of fractions. But before moving forward, I would like to remind you that please subscribe our YouTube channel and like and share our videos with your friends and press that bell icon for future updates. Okay, now let's start today's class. Well, in today's class, we are going to study about multiplication of fractions, reciprocal of a number or a fraction, and the last thing is division of fractions. So stay tuned. Before jumping to our topic, let's quickly have a recap of fractions. Students, you all know that a number that shows parts or pieces of a whole number is known as a fraction. And how we write fraction? We write fraction in this manner, that is 3 upon 4, or we can write it in the form of a upon b, where 4. Can you tell me what does 4 resembles here? The 4 is the denominator, and what is 3? 3 is the numerator. The above example shows 3 upon 4, where you can see that numerator is smaller than denominator. So that is also known as proper fraction. Second type of fraction is improper fraction, when the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom. In proper fraction, the number of the top is smaller than the number on the bottom, as well as in improper fraction, the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom. For an example, 7 upon 4, where you can see numerator is bigger than the denominator. The next type of fraction is mixed number. Here, a number that shows wholes and fractions. For an example, 1 right 3 upon 4. Such kinds of fractions are known as mixed numbers. My dear students, in previous classes you have learned about addition as well as subtraction of fractions. Now you all might be wondering that multiplications of fractions might be quite tough, but let me tell you one thing, that multiplying fractions is quite easier than adding and subtracting of fractions. Students, let's take an example, 4 upon 7 multiplied by 3 upon 6. Now you might be wondering, I don't know. Okay, that's right. So, the very first thing you need to understand while multiplying a fraction is that you do not need a common denominator. Second thing is multiply the numerators. And what are the numerators we have in our example? That are 4 and 3. So do one thing, multiply 4 and 3. And what will be the answer? Yes, the answer will be 12. Now same thing we will do with denominators. We will multiply the denominators. The denominators which we have in our fractions are 7 and 6. Just multiply 7 and 6 and tell me the answer. Yes, the answer is 42. Now we got, after multiplication, 12 upon 42. What we can do, we can simplify if it is necessary. So look at our fraction, that is 12 upon 42. Students, the greatest common factor for 12 and 42 will be 6. So what we can do, we can divide 12 as well as 42 by 6. So we will get 2 upon 7. Hence, our answer will be 2 upon 7. Now let's quickly recap some rules of multiplying fractions. The very first thing you need to consider is there is no need of common denominator. The very first step which you are going to follow is multiplying the numerators and write in the place of numerator. The second step is multiplying the denominators and write in the place of denominator. Here in this way you will find your fraction and you can simplify your fraction if it is necessary. These are some questions based on multiplication of fractions. Students, do one thing, take out your notebook and pen and solve these questions and comment down below your answers. I am going to check each and every comment and each and every answer. After performing multiplications of fractions, let's jump into dividing fractions. Students, it is also very easy. You just need to remember some small things. For an example, 1 upon 2 divided by 2 upon 3. Now some of you will be thinking Do I need a common denominator over here? Let me tell you, there is no need of a common denominator. Students, you just need to find out the reciprocal of the second fraction. Yes, and how will you find the reciprocal of the second fraction? Just flip the number. After flipping the number, you will get 3 upon 2 in place of 2 upon 3. And after performing the reciprocal, just change division sign into multiplication. Just remember one thing, students, you cannot change your sign before reciprocal. You are only allowed to change your sign after doing the reciprocal of the second fraction. Now, after changing our sign from division to multiplication, we can solve this sum in the form of multiplication. So you see, we will multiply our numerators and our denominators. After multiplying our numerators and denominators, we will get the answer, that is 3 upon 4. And if it is necessary, we can simplify it also. Let's quickly recap what we need to do to divide fractions. Just do the reciprocal of the second fraction, change our sign from division to multiplication, and multiply the first fraction with second fraction. And if it is necessary, we can simplify it also. Easy, huh?